Welcome to On the Chain.
So the WEF 20 World Economic Forum sounds better as the WEF. It's like the WEF. Well, what is that? That's the World Economic Forum. Oh, okay. And that was it's a lot of interesting things going on there. And I mean, I don't think we're going to get into all of that, but I will say that Ripple CEO reveals that he visited the SEC several times before the lawsuit struck. And this is interesting. He said there it is right there. CEO of the cross-border payments company, Ripple, spoke. I don't know why they threw the XRP in there because they kind of collapsed as always. Spoke during a panel discussion Monday at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. Garlinghouse, who also occupies a role as a member of the company's board of directors, commented on a wide range of topics, most notably the current status of regulation in the U.S. versus the G20, and or really put a better way, the lack of regulation, the lack of clarity in the U.S. versus the other G20 nations. And there he is right there. This was the and a lot of people were talking about this. Remember the BG123, the pyramids, you know, it begins. So people were talking about that, these little pyramid things in the background, and there's the sunrise. That was in another BG123 artwork. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But there he is. Nice looking set right there. Check out those socks. Those are some good looking socks right there. Got the gray, very nice looking. And here we go. So emphasizing the prudent necessity for regulatory framework that serve integral principles of clarity and certainty, two words that apparently do not even, there's not even like a clue bag for the SEC to go and pull out. Congress is clueless. Everybody apparently is clueless about this. Garlinghouse stated that his belief was that the overwhelming majority of people working within the crypto industry are good actors. We want to do right by regulators. But when the rules of the road aren't clear, it's very, very difficult to manage that. And he's spot on right here. I mean, the thing about it is that we don't, not only is there not clarity, if you don't have clear rules, how do you enforce those sort of wonky, sort of slippery rules that don't exist, but so what you do is you interpret something as, well, it must mean this, when there really isn't any clarity. And you have to result back to the Howey test from the 1940s. You had to go back to the 32 and 33 exchange, security exchange laws. I mean, really, are we that weak that we can't come together on both sides of the aisle and say, hey, it's pretty important, and people really care about this. And as more polls are done about this, we see that this bubbles up to the surface a lot more, especially in the U.S., but in worldwide. When they do a poll, how many people, you know, have know what cryptocurrency is, heard of Bitcoin, and how many people are either purchased it or planning on purchasing it this year. And we see those numbers go higher and higher. So it has to be on the radar, you would think, right? And so later in the conversation, Garlinghouse revealed that he personally went to the SEC 4 or 5 times in the years leading up to the decision to file a lawsuit. Can you imagine that? So this goes back to, you know, Daddy G, when he would say, you know, when you have Gary Gensler would say, come on in, come on, talk to us, come talk to us, come on in. And, you know, it's like people don't generally volunteer for the firing squad, not the ones holding the guns. You know, it's like there's a firing squad. You're going to volunteer to do the lineup on the wall. It's like, yeah, hello. That's what you're doing when you go in to talk to Gary Gensler, when you actually walk in. And you say like, hey, I'm here to let you know what we're doing. We're going to apprise you every bit of the way for the last 7-8 years. And this is what ends up happening. They go ahead and they drop a lawsuit, which is ridiculous, and demonstrates how out of step the U.S. is with the G20, Garlinghouse argued, citing Switzerland, Singapore, United Kingdom, and Japan. And it's funny, he always seems to put them in this order too: Switzerland, Singapore, maybe the 2 S's, United Kingdom and Japan. And I really like how the UK does this as well. The three different prongs. You could fall into 1, 2, or all 3 of them. You know, one of them is a security, one of them is a utility, and one of them is a currency. And really with XRP, it would tick two of those boxes, right? Not a security, but it does have a use case and it does have a value to it. And it's the funny part about this is, let's suppose you're so clueless that you know nothing about cryptocurrency. All you have to do if you're in Congress in the US is just go ahead and steal from what other nations have done. Go to Singapore and say, what do their regulations look like? Okay, check. You get the regulations in the UK, you put it all out on the table, and you say, I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that, or even I like this, and adopt something similar. This isn't brain surgery. It's not it's not rocket science. It's already been done. You're not paving the way. You're not the first ones out there with the regulations. You're the last ones, in fact. So, yeah, I always think that that's such a weird take that people just, why do they think it's so bizarre? Look at this right here. I say that Stephen Lopez says, I don't know why people are not in the streets over this SEC sham of a case. The corruption's clear, present day, and it's unreal. And, the funny part about this was I put a tweet out there not too long ago. And one of the things that somebody had commented on is saying like, well, look, I had said something about Gensler probably will go down in history as one of the worst SEC chairs of all time. And the comment was, well, probably 5-10 years from now, the only people that will remember are the people in the XRP community. And I take a little bit of umbrage with that, because I don't necessarily think that is how it's going to go down, because I think it's not only the cryptocurrency community, the blockchain community, it's every community, right? It's what's going on with the stock market. It's what's going on there, the capital market. I think universally, Gary G is disliked by many people in many different sectors. And again, this XRP one is really going to be precedent setting in the sense that it really is defending all of the crypto industry. And it's not just the one thing. So yeah, there it is. That was that one there. And let me pull that one out of there. And I want to go to this one too. And we always talk a lot about what's happening with Ripple. Yeah, what's Ripple doing and what are they up to? But a lot of what happens out there, and even Jeff and I don't catch all these stories. We see a good bit of them, but we don't catch them all. But there's so much going on with Ripple partners. Like, for example, look at this one here. Ripple client SABB plans to expand business with help from the UK banking giant. SABB, which runs on Ripple, and I don't even know if that's pronounced it. SABB, I don't know. It's SABB, has signed with with HSBC in order to expand its business in Saudi Arabia. And we see a lot of stuff going on over in Saudi Arabia. There's just a big conference over in Dubai, and Dubai is on top of it. They are really, you look at what's going on over there. They're just got the pedal to the metal, to use an old phrase. But they're just really crushing it over there. Ripple customer SABB, which is the Saudi British bank, inked a memo of understanding with the UK banking giant HSBC. And what they're going to do is they're going to create real-time payments and new Forex solutions to expand the business in Saudi Arabia. And of course, none other than one of our favorites, Wrath of Khanman here, not Professor Khanman, but today Ripple partner SABB and HSBC signed a memo of understanding to bring advanced effects to Saudi Arabia, including remittances. Thanks for pointing this out. Okay, cool. And there they are right now, looking excited, happy, looking to be partnering. And why? Because they're moving forward with technology. And that's what you look like when you're on the edge and you're signing deals. That's what you do. They look up and someone snaps a picture of you. And sometimes you're making a funny face, because that happened a lot when I was at the Ripple house. I actually did a selfie. And for some reason, not only I was making a weird face, but so was the guy that I snapped the photo of. We're like making these weird faces because it's just a snap. It's a picture in time, and that's how it works. And the bank's chief executive, Tony Cripps, stated that the collaboration with the HSBC Bank provides them a unique chance to start using state-of-the-art payment tech for his bank in Saudi Arabia. And they're also SABB has been a client of Ripple since late May of 2019. The San Francisco-based fintech set up an on-demand liquidity corridor from Saudi Arabia to India. And back then, SABB had merged with Saudi Halani Bank, had a low share at the remittance market. So it's good stuff. It's just a lot of stuff that's happening, new opportunities for both SABB and HSBC, and collaboration is important because it enables HSBC to gain more customers in the Middle East. So you can see that these types of deals really bring a lot of possibilities. And this is what's happening with Ripple Partners.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.